Yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Heather Mariee Show.
Hey,
We got
yeah,
Ninja and AKA Hangnails in the building.
yeah. What's up?
Now
What's up?
yeah. We had to give you a big introduction, even though we already know who you are. You are my fellow co-host for almost a whole year on Off the Grid. So
Yeah,
kudos to
that
that.
was
I got
fun.
something to say for that. Watch this. Okay, reloaded. For real, because it was
Yeah,
almost a whole
that
year.
was
We
a
just passed
Gatling
it
gun
now.
right there.
Yes.
We got
Shout
automatic.
out. That's right. Shouts out to all of the co-hosts that we had. We had Christy Cheney, we had Ninja, myself, and many other guests and co-hosts that came on over all the time. But then now we're kind of moving on to some different phases. Things are morphing. We're growing up a little bit. We're doing a little more, and
Whoa,
some exciting
sorry to hear
things have
that.
been happening.
Yes, some very
Major,
exciting
major
things.
news for the WWC family. Major news for Ninja, aka Hangnails. Um, you want to start with the big news, or you want to kind of start like you with the some of the history.
I
We can
could
get
tell
right.
you, I could tell you how some of the history, like how it happened.
Yeah, give us a little
I was
narrative.
I was in LA and I was doing promotions. I mean, I wasn't just playing music. I was playing music also, but I was doing a lot of promotions even for bands. And there was one time I was doing promotions for E3 Gaming Convention in downtown LA, and Mixmaster Mike and DJ Funkmaster Flex were there. Both those DJs there were
Nice, Funkmaster Flex. Give it up for
Funk
Funkmaster
Flex,
Flex.
World
Oh
Star,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And uh it was cool to meet him like face to face, but like I just kept doing it. Like I say, like 4 or 5 years ago, I started doing a contest with Funk Flex, and just trying to see if I could win something, or win a little single deal, with World Star, right, or something
Right.
like that, and take it to the next level that way. Get signed with, and it really comes down to, like, is the label right for you too?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta really be careful. You don't want to just pick any labels deal. I almost went for a publishing deal before I got the deal that I have now. But
Wow, that was
back
that's a
so
big
back
deal.
then I was actually blowing up the A&R charts, with Funk Flex, and he asked me if I needed management. Like, I got the message
Wow.
that yeah, he asked me if I needed management, and I said, yeah, I need management. And so he gave me basically his manager's number. Mark Arlington, CEO of Indie Music Group. They managed Mark Arlington, when I met him, I talked to him about 45 minutes over the phone a couple of years ago. And yeah, he's this Indie Music Group. He's the guy who's next, basically, who's putting people on Hot 97 up in New York, Power 106.
Ooh. Yeah.
This is the guy. And so he got me a deal, though. And that's what the big deal is. The big deal is he got me this record deal with a single I have called Stay Out of My Way, which I put that up there second. whenever I send it in the email. But stay out of my way. I mean, you can play it first too. It's a basketball kind of theme song, so they like that. They like that it could be placed in like sync placements because it's already clean. I had no cursing in it, so it's already clean edited, and they like
It's
that.
perfect.
They like that it's trending. They like that it's mixed well, and they can place it in sync placements. So I just got yesterday Monster.
Wow. Wow. That's a big placement, product placement.
It's a huge one. It's like 8,000 plus. I'm sorry, no, it's 3,000. Pretty big one.
Let's get that on the monster.
Yeah, Monster
Absolutely.
drinks. There's other endorsements too that I can get that my manager finds for me, and management's important, I think. You know what I'm saying? It's important to either manage yourself or have, when you go to expand and you go to the next level, to have a management team like backing you and doing things. So yeah. The big thing was with that single, he got me signed with Universal Music Group. And Universal Music Group backed me with basically $25K. Well, actually, it started off $23K. It's all my manager said he could get out of him, but he actually talked him up to $24K. So I started off with $23K, and there was an extra couple of thousand, or an extra $1,000 because he talked him up. And then within the weekend, by the time the weekend was over, I got 2 sync deals. So this song is going to be on Bel Air season 4 and MTV Secret Relationship. So, and it's to my manager who finds the sync placements, he's well connected in the music industry where I'm on a different end, as the artist. And he knows that, I like a lot of the things that just the avenues that he's been able to open up for me. It's really important to have somebody on your team, whenever you are building a team to sort of push your music or push your single. And this 25K thing now has gone up because of the 2 sync deals. So I'm at 27,000 now. And we're really edging we're trying to get up to 32,000. So I'm not done yet. So the sync deal is going to give me an extra 3,000 with the Monster drink, and that's getting me closer. I'm still going to be kind of below, missing a couple thousand.
That's great. You're getting that. You got sync. You got
over budget on a rollout. So rollout right? A marketing plan. Yeah, and so
that's amazing. I said, no, that's amazing. You've got 2 sync deals. You've got a product placement with Monster. And tell us the movie. Are you able to tell us? You can't tell us. Can you tell us?
Yeah, I can talk about it because it's coming out soon. It's coming out August 15th. And this is another song. This is a different song of mine that they've chosen for the
so we're going to say, because I want to play the other one before you talk about that. I want to play this first one, and then I'm going to let you talk about the way I can show the movie as we play it. Then we'll show you the movie, what that is. So I did ask you for that, but I'm going to let you say that for just a minute. And before we do that, I think that we should go ahead and play this first song, since you did a really good job of talking it up, letting us know that you got 2 syncs off of it. That you got
out of my way. It's
right. So we're going to stay out of my way first, and then I'm gonna let you get into that before we go ahead and play that and show what the movie trailers, because we kind of want to lead up to that. That's like the big, I won't say the big daddy, but it kind of is like the big, the big one. Even though the syncs are great and the monsters, that's big. But when you see
I made this beat, by the way, too.
Well, actually, the funny thing is like me and some friends of ours have been anticipating this movie, especially with who the lead actor is in there, fan favorite, And so we've been anticipating that, and then you just let me know that's one of the placements for your sync is with that movie. So we will definitely going to talk about that. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and share with you all my screen so that we can go ahead and play that song right quick off of YouTube. I've got it right here. And we're going to go ahead and play this track right now. Just a second. It's Stay On My Way by Ninja.
Yeah, I'm balling it. I got the jam on the way. Here we go, ready to play. Just stay out of my way. Yeah, I'm balling it. I got the jam on the way. Here we go, ready to play. Just stay out of my way. Yeah, I ball today, I got the jam on the way. Cause I already got the moves in my brain. And you know I got the back on this game. I ain't in it for the fame, but they be keeping it up the same. Cause shooting that shot, yeah, I always drop. Facing overdrive and I stay on top. With 100% pure hip hop. And never for a Red Bull would that stop. I'm fixing to hit or miss, or sit on the bench or pitch to miss, but I'm a whip a wheel and that's the deal. I got the steel, I got crowd appeal. The clock is ticking and the end is near. So what you gotta say, cause you ain't getting the pass. Except where I'm going by you real fast. Especially like behind me is so fast. Cause I'm sick with it and I'm never gonna be last. Yeah, I'm balling it. I got the jam on the way. Here we go, ready to play. Just stay out of my way. Yeah, I'm balling it. I got the jam on the way. Here we go, ready to play. Just stay out of my way. Getting these hoops up in the spinning these loops.
Let me see something. It looks like it got hung up a little bit. I'm not sure what happened. Hold on. I don't know what happened. Hold on a second. Let's try this. I'm going to download this. Give me 1 second. We're going to replay it, Ninja. Yeah, give me 1 second. I just stopped sharing. Wait, let me take a look back here. Okay, we're on here. Give me just a second. I'm going to switch back over and I'm going to see. I'm just going to download it. And I'm going to put that in there because we're listening to it. And I'm not really sure what happened, but it just kind of just stopped for no reason. So we're going to replay. We're going to run it back. No, we don't ever let technical difficulties get in the way here at the Heather Mariee Show. If that happens, it's not a problem. We just make another way. Yeah, and it's nothing that we won't replay. Exactly. So look, and I can actually I can load it here in StreamYard, like he said. We can just go ahead and load it real quick. It won't take but 2 seconds. Bring it back, y'all. All right, here we go. All right, so thank you for bearing with us with those technical difficulties. And now,
another thing about the track is it won. I was in first place for a long time, but it stayed in the top 10 out of 4,000 in the DJ Khaled slang contest.
That's right. That's right. Like, you were with the DJ Khaled contest.
And I thought I'd won first place, but I think now I basically stayed in the top 10 out of 4,000, almost 4,000 other artists with this track. And they played this track. My management company played this track, and they to over 10,000 people in a poll, I got 95% fire ratings.
Wow.
I made this beat. I sampled this beat with looperman.com. Yeah.
That's definitely what's up. So we're going to go ahead and for your pure listening pleasure, we're going to replay Stay Out of My Way by Hangnails, a.k.a. Ninja.
Yeah, I'm balling it. I got the jam on the way. Here we go, ready to play. Just stay out of my way. Yeah, I'm balling it. I got the jam on the way. Here we go, ready to play. Just stay out of my way. Yeah, I ball today, I got the jam on the way. Cause I already got the moves in my brain. And you know I got the back on this game. I ain't in it for the fame, but they be keeping it up the same. Cause shooting that shot, yeah, I always drop. Facing overdrive and I stay on top. With 100% pure hip hop. And never for a Red Bull would that stop. I'm fixing to hit on this and sit on a bench or pitch. You miss, but I'm a whip for real, and that's the deal. I got the steel, I got crowd appeal. The clock is ticking and the end is near. So what you gotta say, cause you ain't getting the pass. Except for I'm going by you real fast. The spaces left behind me is so vast. Cause I'm sick with it and I'm never gonna be last. Yeah, I'm ballin' today. I got the jam on the way. Here we go, ready to play. Just stay out of my way. Yeah, I'm ballin' today. I got the jam on the way. Here we go, ready to play. Just stay out of my way. Getting these hoops up in the spinning these loops up in the booth. And here comes an alley-oop. And to the news I won't lose. Coming soon with the boom or the zoom with the moves. I'm a prove that I one step ahead of all of these dudes. Cause I got the fast break on them too. I see in my shot and I'm about to come through. Don't even act like that you knew. How you gonna be a step ahead of the biz, kid? You know how I kick it when I spin it, and I get it, and I feel it, and I'm only having fun. Better run, I'm the one, son. I won and no pun. You say that's cold, well, I'm that icy. Chilly now, well, I'm that spicy. It's to the nice, alright twice, cause this game's already done, my bro so dicey. Yeah, I'm on it. I got the gem on the way. Here we go, ready to play. Just stay out of my way. Yeah, I'm on it. I got the gem on the way. Here we go, ready to play. Just stay out of my way. Yeah.
There you go. Bye.
Yeah.
That's what's
And
up.
that is the track. That's the track that I submitted to for iHeart, and they picked
yeah, the iHeartRadio. Nice.
Our radio. They picked me. I sent that song in. Then yeah, I'm gonna be headlining on September 19th at iHeart at the small stage, the Village stage. Very dope. I'm gonna be doing like 8 songs, so I'm gonna have thousands of people. Thousands of people. I'm kind of nervous. Not really nervous. I think I can do it.
You have to send me the links. I'll definitely be supporting. That's on my son's birthday, 9/19. The baby. He's gonna be 5. And then that's where I'm going to be doing my sickle cell event in Shreveport. It's going to be on that the next day, that Saturday, September the 20th.
I'm going to have to do a birthday song on stage for you.
You will.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we do have direct flights from Shreveport to Vegas.
Yeah.
You never know. We'd be like, hey, I'm coming in last minute for that sickle cell. You know?
Yeah. No doubt. Well, that song was really fun, like, because like I did a lot of the basketball etiquette kind of stuff in there, and it's actually is an old track, which I couldn't believe it was hitting like it was like recently, because it was actually blowing up Funk Flex's A&R charts at the end of whenever I kind of started doing contests with Mark instead. And really, really dope to actually be a part of DJ Khaled's contest, and get the votes. I just don't think I had enough votes. I don't think I had enough votes is what it was in the contest to be able to show I had like a giant, huge following, which I don't. I really don't have a giant, huge following since I played I played many instruments, like played in a band years ago. So this will be like the first big crowd that I'm in front of, really, coming up in iHeart next month. And my manager, Mark Arlington, who I met through Funk Flex, is really dope. He has a birthday bash. He decided he was so impressed with the, where I'm at and what we're doing, everything that's going on, that he wants me to headline his birthday bash in Atlanta on September 1st. Kodak Black's going to be headlining there, and other guests that are, going to be announced, and it's going to be announced on Hot 97.
All right, all right. So you got a little sneak peek exclusive over here at the Heather Marie Show. We like to give a little sneak peek sometimes. A lot of times you will see stuff here. You've seen it here first, and then they get like the big announcement. So we kind of
Yeah.
like to do a little sneak preview, a little premiering over here on Heather Marie Show when we can get away with it. That's within the legal contracts. We definitely will do a little sneak peek. So like that, and let's give you another of that reloaded right quick for that.
Yeah. Oh, got it.
Reloaded.
Yeah.
So
You know what it is.
definitely, that's dope. I'm so happy that a lot of things are happening for you. I remember it all kind of started whenever you went and took that trip. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, we're gonna do the Grammys, this and that. You're gonna do the filming over there, and it's just kind of like one thing led to the other, to the opportunities. And the next thing you know, you're like, I'm gonna go ahead and submit these contests. But I honestly, I remember when you first sent me that song almost a year ago. That's the very first song that you sent me that I listened to, and I was like, yeah, I like that.
Oh, really?
I remember, yeah, I remember hearing that. I think
Yeah,
we had an off-camera conversation, and we were listening to some. You sent me some of your tracks, and we listened to some of those and different things. And you were telling me different things that you wanted to do with the music, and
I would say if I have a hit, that's it. That's the one. Maybe I have a couple, maybe one backup hit. You know, these first two songs that I sent are really them. Other than the
let's talk
collabs.
about the second one now. Now that we've listened to the first, now I'll let you put that cat out the bag. Let's talk about the second. Let's talk about the second song. Now that we talk about all the accolades for just the first song, let's talk
Okay.
about the second one.
So Mark had a producer send me the track. Actually, they sent me about 30, almost 30 tracks. They sent me about 27 tracks to choose from, and I picked that one first. That was the first. This next song, the instrumental was I picked from the beginning, really, and I don't know why they say it's like a hookah beat or something like that, but I don't know if that's a real thing, a hookah beat. Maybe I'm coining that. I'm gonna coin that phrase, hookah beat, because it's called In the Hood. So it's really what I've seen in the hood. You know, I was going through quite a bit. You know, I was working. I had to start all over because my wife had left, and my wife had actually kicked me out, and I lost everything. She took everything, so I had to start all over. But forgiving her, I'm moving on that. Like, had my own place, and I'm still with roommates, and there's just like hooker over there. You know, I'm like, ugh. You know, there's drugs in and out of the house, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And eventually, like the electric was turned off, and I'm still paying my side of the rent. You know, I'm still paying like this, and then the water's off. And Magazine told him like, no, I can't do this. Can't do this. And this guy's still like, he's handing me a pipe. You know, I'm like, no, thank you. So I had to get out of that situation, and the only way to go was on the street, and that's really where I was back to last year. At the beginning of the year, I was on the street, or at the beginning of beginning of the year last year, and we just started filming. It was Christopher Lee Cheney and myself and The Real Ghost, who I've done a lot of collabs with, who I brought him into the fam, you know, and I've done a lot of collabs with Worldwide Collaboration. I've done a lot of collabs with, and I thought about putting one collab up here with Supreme Allah. I have a collab with him.
We can play that. We'll play this and talk about this, and then we'll definitely make sure.
I didn't do that one. I didn't do that one.
Not yet. Well, you may still have time to do that.
Nah, because he said he didn't like my delivery, so I'm not gonna do that one.
Oh, okay.
This one's called In the Hood, and the track came from the record company. They want to put it on a movie, so I don't know if we're ready to talk about the movie.
We can. Do you want to play the song and then talk about the movie, or do you want to talk about the movie and then play the song?
No, you can play a song and talk about the movie. That's cool.
Okay. All right, that's what I thought. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and play this song. And it's called In the Hood by your boy Hang Nails, aka Ninja. Here we go.
Coming from the 918. Hang Nails with a Z. We from the hood. Straight up concrete jungle. Come on. Here we go. In the hood of Memphis, the hook up beat. You know what it be. We get up G. In the hood of Memphis, you know you see. Y'all got a sense of better watch that beat. In the hood of Memphis, the hook up beat. You know what it be. We get up G. In the hood of Memphis, you know you see. Y'all got a sense of better watch that beat. I can move into a different better side of the hood. With all the people that I better say it, it's all good. And I know I better say it when I know I could. Was on that to the level to know they should. Some selling drugs over at the corner store. But the plug is on the phone, now he make a lot more. There's so many women that are always the horse. And some of those ones make bitches a store. There's some laying on the street asking for goods. That shit didn't happen and it never would. Some others don't even need to ask them to know. Cause they knowin' everybody, you know it show. Homies over niggas ride coming out of this lane. So hopping on a junkie, only asking for pain. The other straight up killers pushing drugs in space. There's only one of them that's winning the race. This girl that got the show, homies hit it on the low. And the freak is what I'm told, but I'ma tell her no. In the hood, there's a drunk, but there's nothing from the funk. I don't keep going drunk as a blow to the trunk. Bustin' on the beat, so you know I'm gonna eat. Some people only gone, but the shit is already sunk. And the rappers already took, while they looking so shook. For a show, the followers grow. In the hood, it's how it's so. In the hood, let me place from the hook up beat. You know when it get up, G. In the hood, you know you see. And y'all got a sense of better watch that heat. In the hood, let me place from the hook up beat. You know when it get up, G. In the hood, let me place from you know you see. Y'all got a sense of better watch that heat. In the hood, let me listen to the hook up beat. You know when it get up cheap. In the hood, let me listen, you know you see. Y'all got a sense of better watch that heat. In the hood, let me listen to the hook up beat. You know when it get up cheap. In the hood, let me listen, you know you see. Y'all got a sense of better watch that heat. After spending all day right there in the hood, I'm headed to my mama's and you know it's all good. She got herself out when you knew that she could. Tired of the crazy life when you knew that she should. Be careful saying anyone's name at the store. Hood life can be crazy if you wanted that more. Some chicken heads take straight up to the horse. Some high maintenance ones always looking for goods. They want them at a pay, you know, and they would. And have so much junk, you know you never know. Hang with the G's, drop it down at the show. And you get up on the floor, and the people getting low. Hitting at the plug, and the ghetto saying no. And asking them bounce with the pimp saying no. You be going back to home, getting family, getting drunk. If you cross someone, you couldn't find yourself in the trunk. Pray for your life, and they rolling with the beats. And they playing a holler 45 is all you gotta eat. You're leaving now, dropping on you down in the gunk. And you decomposing now with your face getting sunk. Just another life that the hood's gonna took. When the famous making shirts, and really living shook. The love is stuff to grow, so really in the hood, it's not so bad. All in the hood, you know. A hood of it, placing with a hook up beat. You know when it be, but we get up, G. The hood of it, facing every day you see. Y'all got a sense of better watch that. The hood of it, placing with a hook up beat. You know when it be, but we get up, G. The hood of it, facing every day you see. Y'all got a sense of better watch that.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about over here. All right. You got unmuted, Ninja. Try it again. It's there you go. Okay, now try it.
I got it. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, sometimes that button gets stuck a little bit.
There's something on that track about my mama, and like I go into some kind of dark something in the second verse, so I'm almost real iffy about that part. Like now that I wrote that and recorded it like that.
Yeah, but it's authentic. See, let me tell you something. Authentic is what it is. You can't hide the truth. And if you're vulnerable and you put it out there, that's when you get the good response, like you did, because it was authentic, it was true, and you put yourself out there. That's when people are always surprised. You're like, but I put myself out. I was vulnerable. I was this. I was that. You put the real out there. People want the real. You know what I mean? There's always polish and this. But when you come like this, or you come like you're coming with the real, the authentic, people want that, because you can't. There's no substitute. There's no replacing. You can imitate it, but you can't replace it. The originator.
Yeah. No doubt.
So now that we've played that, let's talk about the movie.
Okay. Well, let me start. I'll start somewhere else. There was one track that was called Steady Mobbin', and it was by an artist named J3. So J3 Steady Mobbin', and that was up on the sync to begin with. But they couldn't clear the track. They couldn't clear it with the the copyrights.
Right. Clear you can't use the sample. Otherwise, if you do, you
And
go.
that's what I. Yeah, my manager sent me a message. Can this clear this track? And he sent me the, I'm listening to a voice note of my track, and can it clear? Of course, I got the beat from you. I got the beat from him. So I submitted it in no time, got it back, and we are going to be in Spike Lee's new film called Highest to Lowest, with Denzel Washington and A$AP Rocky.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying.
They think that the repertoire, artist and repertoire, that's what A&R stands for, by the way. A&R, if you talk about we're going back to the A&R times. Yeah, it's happening.
Artistry and what you have for the repertoire. Are you all one genre?
Repertoire.
Dabble there. Can you go all around the genres? Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. And they said the repertoire of this song, that track in the hood, matched their sync, what they want, their play, what they want to play. And it I guess it came close to also J3's song, Steady Mobbin'. It was a sync match placement. And it came real quick. It was like, we need this now. Because the movie's coming out on the 15th, right? And they need to finish up, the music for the credits. So I'm probably going to be in the very back of the credits or something. I don't know. But with the track. But that'd be cool. They play the whole track then. Yeah.
We'll be watching. I'll be going to see that in theaters. I actually have a group of some lady friends. We want to go. Some of the Empire Queens want to go see that movie. They've already been liking and supporting. And wait till I tell them that my friend Ninja, that your track got placed with the sync on the movie. He was like, wow, check them out. We were just on the Heather Marie show last night, Thursday, August 7th. We're here. Check us out. If you haven't seen us and you missed a show, that's okay. Come check us out later or catch the replay. Replay it again. Show your friends. Share it again. All that good stuff. Like, share, subscribe, and follow.
Yeah.
We're also on YouTube. Heather Marie on YouTube. You can catch me there. You'll see me live on Facebook. And I do have some shout outs actually on Facebook. So there's something weird going on with the chat today. And I'm going to go ahead and read out the comments. I've got Danny Russ, Midwest Kid in the building. Big up to you, Binta. Yeah. He says, let's get it. We've got Edeboyo Janoke. He says, let's go. What's up, fam? Cool Phase in the building. All right. And then Danny Russ also says that you and him have a collaboration. I'm letting people know that we're live. And we also have greetings, family, from Gino Pitts, a.k.a. Loudmouth, in the building. So glad and happy to see all of you guys and everyone. Just to let you know. And this is also in ad highlights. In case you guys did not know. Now you know. Oh, no. Watch out for that AI. They try to put something in there that I didn't want. I don't know if you viewed this, what I was typing in there, but oh my goodness. That's not weird putting it there, but
AI is still stupid sometimes.
Yes, we're so glad to have the family members in the building where I see WWC fam support in there. So we really appreciate that. That's right. You want to see us at the top? You know why?
Because the bottom's way too crowded.
That's a worldwide. That's how we do it. So I just want to go ahead and read that real quick for us so we can share supporters, because for some reason it isn't showing the comments on their live. Let's see if it will let us show the comments from the stage. It just didn't do it. So I don't know why it's not showing it. It's showing the YouTube, but it's not showing the Facebook. So I have to go read those separately. So my apologies that we can't share on screen, but we do see you and we do appreciate all your love and support that we're doing. And now back to Ninja. So with this movie, so I mean, we've just gone over a lot. The sync placements, the monster, iHeartRadio. You're doing the birthday bash, and
After being
After being
homeless, I was on the streets again. I was on the streets like I was when I was a kid. Literally, I was kicked out at 15, and I was on the streets at 15. But I made my way off the streets. You know, I learned to hustle, to really hustle, and that meant like I don't mean like doing something bad. I'm talking like moving hard, moving quick, and not stopping, not giving up. It's been a long battle.
Always finding a way to make a dollar, or an exchange, or a trade, and I'll scratch your back, or you scratch mine, or I'll cut your lawn, and I need some pizza, or any, whatever it is that you're doing, or
It's been whatever. Sometimes
and then you're gonna help me
I'm
with
doing
this,
some yard work.
right? Whatever it is.
Yeah, my guitarist in my whole band. I'm working for. I'm working for him. He's the guitarist in my whole band. Yeah, I've always done music. Music is, to me, I do it for me before anybody else even. I hate to make it sound like selfish or something like that, but no, I make it for my own anxiety. So I don't care if I'm playing in front of one person compared to 1,000, If I don't have 1,000 people, I just have one person. Is dope. Yeah. For me, it's embedded in me. It's like part of my bloodstream, And if I don't do it, it won't make sense. I feel like and I think like at the end of my life, when I look back and I said, I should have done that. I should at least try to do that, I don't want to get to that point. I'm not going to get to that point because I'm gonna keep moving forward. And that's something that I always just try to do. I just always try to keep moving forward. And the podcast, it was great. We had almost a year-long series of this podcast that we did. That was pretty dope. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that too. I'm proud of the things you're doing too, because Heather Mariee show, I saw it from the beginning, and we were sharing that on the Off the Grid page too. Sharing a bunch of people on the Off the Grid page. Actually, it got to be more and more and more, and hacking the shows, which was fun. And now it's on to bigger shows. iHeartRadio.
iHeart Stage.
Bash. Mark's birthday bash is going to be at the Coca-Cola Roxy in Atlanta on the September 1st. And then iHeart's, of course, going to be in Las Vegas. We're going to have iHeart. I forget exactly where that iHeart's setup in Vegas is, but you can look that up.
Where can they catch the tickets for the iHeartRadio concert?
iHeart.com.
Just go to iHeartRadio.com. If you don't know, you better go check it out.
Yeah. They will have.
Yeah.
There will be something on the website. You can actually, I've actually hashed. Well, I don't know if you can find it on this page, but I hashtag iHeart Village because that's the stage that I'm going to be on, the Village stage, the daytime stage. Right. And it's cool with me. It's a nice start. I'll be happy. It's hashtag iHeart Village with a capital H and capital V, and that's what I hashtagged in my videos that that I posted on social media. And it's crazy because the single deal, they've got a huge rollout plan. I mean, when I seen this rollout marketing plan, this thing is, if you put it on a receipt, it would be rolled up. Literally, this marketing plan, and it's insane. Like a lot of the things that I'm learning too, which is really cool. It's really dope to be learning from my manager. He's been developing me over the last couple of years, and he really kind of sent me a heartfelt too, which I liked what he said. whenever he asked me to do this, it was he was asking me to do this birthday bash in Atlanta with Kodak Black there, which is dope. I mean, just be next to, opening for Kodak Black. That'd be insane, but I'm not going to be the only one. There's going to be 2 other artists that are headlining. So, and a couple other, there's going to be other performers. And that's what I like about Mark Arlington. Like, he is known for getting independent music artists known. That's what he's known for. So he's going to have at his birthday, he's going to have independent artists there that are his artists. And he, he calls me his artist, one of his artists. So, and I am. He was the actual guarantor when I signed the deal, did the W-9s and all that kind of stuff, all the legal kind of crap, to make sure it was, everything's good. He was the one that signed as my guarantor from Universal Music Group to get the 23K.
Oh, wow.
So they do everything.
It. Wow.
He said in one of the meetings a couple of weeks ago, he said, I'm not gonna have to worry about anything soon. Social media posts, nothing. But I'm gonna still do social media posts.
What he's saying is basically you're going to have a team to help support you. Said like when you're like, sometimes you get tired and stuff like that, and maybe you don't feel like posting. You've got like that happens to me. I go to an event, I've got a lot of pictures, and I have a bunch of stuff. I probably need a photo done because a lot of times I've been at events and I have people that were there that I've sent pictures over to, where they tag me in the pictures and I just repost and stuff. And you're like, you see me on there, but I haven't posted on myself. I've been busy or things happen, and you're like, oh man, I should have posted this. I should have posted that, and it'll get to catching up on you,
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So definitely having a team is helpful. That way you don't have to do everything yourself. You have a little more time to rest. You have a little more time for your art. You even have like, if you have time to relax, you're like, do you even know what to do with that? If you're always working and you're like, I got to do the next thing.
They remastered the track, the first one, the basketball track, Stay Out of My Way. They remastered it, and actually, the one I sent you is. I didn't download the one I haven't downloaded the one that they remastered, but you could tell like the music's a little low in the track, which I don't know if you noticed it. The music.
No, I did. Like I said, it did sound like the original. That's why I said. That's why I said to you. I said I've heard this before. I said when I first met you, and we were talking about music, and we're doing the podcast, and we're getting to know each other as co-hosts and co-workers and things like that. And that's the first track that you actually sent me. I remember you sent me that track.
That beat that I sampled from looperman.com. I haven't cleared those samples. So when I submitted it into the contest, they came back and they said, Universal Music Group couldn't clear the track. And so they need to remaster they need to reproduce the track really, really quick.
Because we remaster that.
So I had to pay a little bit of money to get mix masters to come in, which is a 17 times platinum production mix masters.
I definitely know who mix masters is. That's why I was like, yep.
They're making a remix of the track that's coming out September 1st, and it's going to be my first single on all platforms where I'm actually making anything. I have not made any money. I've only been developing my style. I said in the beginning, I don't want to sound like anybody. I don't want to sound like anybody. I don't want to even judge myself. I don't even want to put myself in a box. I'm gonna let it flow and I'm going to do something still original. It's gonna be original. And what else? What can I say? I'm just me. It's part of me. So I like playing bass, drums, guitar, keyboard, harmonica. I sing, I rap, engineer in the studio, make video, podcaster. and like podcasting with Worldwide Collaboration for a while, because we did couple of years ago, we did the Worldwide Collaboration Show. That's what we called it. Called the Worldwide Collaboration Show. And so some of my tracks, it's funny if you look up, one of my tracks, if you look at my SoundCloud, it says, it looks like a picture of me, and it's sort of almost a full body, and it says Worldwide Collaboration Show that Christopher Lee Cheney put together, you know, for that podcast that we were doing. So literally the Off the Grid wasn't the first, and I'd done more than one mixtape with Worldwide Collaboration. And so last year, it was really the year before and last year, and in the year before and the beginning of last year, when we were getting a lot of interviews. Like I got interviewed because of a mixtape, which is funny to me. It's like, it's a mixtape.
Yeah, but people are listening. There's a lot of mixtapes. Like a lot of our favorite artists, they'll drop it. SoundCloud, they'll drop it. Like there's so many platforms that can actually drop the mixtape. But I'm just saying, you do that and you're like, oh, what do they got? They're doing this. This is their frame of mind. What do they got coming up next?
It just kept building from that. It kept building and snowballing into a giant, into what it is now, where we just have, like, you know, all these divisions. Even now we got divisions of Worldwide Collaboration. So, and what does that mean? It just means it's all the same. You call it something else, it's still you're still gonna rep Worldwide Collaboration. But at the same time, yeah, I'm talking to Chris actually even just today about because they had made me an ambassador a couple of years ago of Worldwide Collaboration, Tulsa chapter president, basically. But we stopped saying president, we started saying ambassador. And we, you know, all at the same time, we're just doing collabs together. We're doing music together, like from one studio to another. So, and what does that mean? It means that, yeah, I got a track with Supremo Law. I thought it was pretty dope, honestly, and I couldn't figure out what he meant when he said my delivery was off, and I listened to it again, and my girlfriend says, it sounds like his delivery is off. She thought he was off beat or whatever.
Well, let me say, some people, so there's people do different ways when they do it. Some people rap on beat, some people do the offbeat rapping. But if you're an on beat rapper and you rap with someone that's off beat and you don't do the offbeat, then it could be thrown. Or it could be simple as something if you're doing like da 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 da.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no doubt. Okay, well, I'm gonna send you that one. Hold on, I'm gonna send you this one. This one's by Supremo Law and myself. It's called Two Horsemen. He named this track, and
all right, so we're gonna
do this.
Yeah, an unreleased exclusive. What we're gonna get here? Hold on, let's go ahead and get that update right quick, so we can get that track for you.
And I want to say free Supremo Law. I want to say let him go. I'm going to say everybody should have donated $3. If he had that many followers, I donated. He's like mostly on my SoundCloud, literally. He's
Free Supreme.
He's
I've got
my SoundCloud.
That it should be. Hopefully, it should be between today and tomorrow. It looks like that's what we're hoping for. So yeah,
really
put those positive vibes out, and it may be. You never know.
He's gonna be all right then. That's
yeah,
dope.
But Free Supreme, we definitely want our friends and our artists to be out there, to be free to make their music as they should.
Yeah.
Family members, Worldwide Collab, WWC fam.
Mm-hmm.
All of that, absolutely. Let me take a look and see if I got that track already. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, this track, he had his producer do this thing. It was a feature. I say it's a feature. You know, when it comes to the collabs I do, I don't normally do features, but this one I wanted to get a feature. So it was me. I'll be honest. I wanted to get a feature with Supreme Allah, aka Prime Omega.
Can you resend it? I don't see it yet.
Of the 8th chapter, 10th chapter. What is it? Whatever chapter of Wu-Tang.
It's the 10th chamber of Brooklyn Zoo Wu-Tang Killer
10th
Bees.
chamber of Brooklyn. That's it.
I know Brooklyn
Yeah.
Zoo Killer Bees.
Nope,
Yeah,
it's a
I
zoo.
know. I pay attention.
All
Well,
those
because
animals in the
he was my co-host for a long time on the Heather Marie show.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, he was the co-host for a minute on the Heather Marie show. He'll be back. You'll have him back, won't you?
Yeah, we'll have to get an interview after at least a shout out or guest appearance, whatever, something.
Yeah, you get it back on there.
Yeah, free Supreme, let him know
it's
out, right?
It's dope to have him. He was playing your tracks too, huh?
Yeah, we've definitely had some Wu-Tang come through support. Definitely different artists come through. He sent over Giovanni Pratt a couple weeks ago when he's on the show. We're doing some collaborations. He's helping out with the sickle cell event. So there's just a lot of different people, good people that work with Supreme that we're working with, that we still do music with. Shouts out to Azim, Life Giving MC. He's holding it down, Comrade Camp.
Yeah.
Shouts out. I'm saying he's holding it down with everything that's going on. Shouts out my booth. Shouts out everybody, Broken Sword, everybody that's on the team that's working together, still doing the music, putting the music out. Because I have a track coming out with Supreme, Allah, and Broken Sword tomorrow on the 8th, 8/8 portal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. 12 Notes is going to be released. I think I did a sneak preview at Worldwide Collaboration on Free Music Fridays.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I think, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you guys don't know, get your links up. We'll be playing Free Music Friday and Worldwide Collaborations. I'll drop it in the chat of this live video so you guys can get a chance to come collaborate with us if you like to do some music. And, of course, we always show up and show out for sickle cell. So I'll just throw that out there right quickly. And we are still submitting to that mixtape. So if you submit your track for the sickle cell mixtape, the email's right there. It'll be September 20th, the day after Ninja's iHeartRadio performance in Las Vegas. So there, be square. And if you can't catch it in person, I'm sure that they'll have the online links for iHeart. So make sure if you can't be there in person, catch them online. It'll be the same thing. We're doing the Sickle Cell Variety Show September 20th, and we're getting ready to lock that venue in this week. So stay tuned. When we hit that venue, I will definitely be letting you know. I got a flyer that's almost ready in the works, ready to drop for all of that. So that's what we're doing as far as that. And we're going to check back and see if we've got that track now because.
Yeah, I'm gonna say about the track too. Like I said, he said that he didn't like my delivery. So I didn't want to play it, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it, but just in honor to him, because and hoping that he gets out.
That he's free, that he's free and in this world. Can you send it to me one more time? I don't see that. I have the first 2 emails, but I didn't get this one. I usually get them quickly. So check to make sure the spelling's not off or anything. Because I don't have it. Let's see if we have any more chat comments. I do have some more updated comments. Danny Russ says when we were talking about management, he would like to get a manager to slowly big him up. He says shouts out to Supreme Allah. He's going to be promoting the Take Me Away soon. So, and they do have the Take Me Away podcast where they discuss mental health issues. We always support that because actually they got their start here on the Heather Marie show of the Take Me Away podcast. I was telling them that we would provide a platform here for them until they were able to get their own podcast. And I definitely suggested that that was an important platform and something that was really needed. Off with it. Yeah. Yeah, I used so when I first started, I had the Mariee show. We were inviting a lot of family members that came on, and we did end up talking about a lot of mental health issues between Fanny and Cypher 360. He's got many other names, as you well know him.
Yeah.
And so obviously, so that's basically where it all started over here with coming on the Mariee show, creating this space and platform for them, discussing the mental health issues, letting them know that yeah, it's important and you should definitely take it there, because they were already taking it there with their music. They've been on here. We played music and shared his music and played his music from Midwest Kid. And so I was really glad to see them come on there. I only got to pop in, I think maybe once or twice, to kind of support in there, because I know I was going through a lot with family members being sick and stuff like that, and then kind of having a packed schedule. You can't be on, if I'm on podcast, we were like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I had podcasts. We were at that point we were doing Off the Grid, co-hosting. We had Trillion show, and then had the Mariee show Thursdays, and then to try to pop in on Monday, they only left me with Friday that wasn't no podcast, and that was like Take Me Away, and we were having like night meetings like on the weekend. It was kind of nuts. Like our schedule was so jam packed. It was like, when do we have like do we have time to breathe? You know, it's like so jam packed.
You gotta like brush your teeth. I gotta just
well,
gotta
that's
use
the
the
first
bathroom.
thing. Get that out the way. Then do that. Then do the teeth. Get it. You know what I'm saying? All that in
It's
the
hard to
morning.
keep it all straight. Yeah, I know that. I know that's
It's
right.
the afternoon, daytime though. It's not really the morning time. The morning time I can do all my stuff and be camera ready like I am. But and
It's a
that
struggle though. It literally is. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing, and it's a struggle, especially if you go and be coming up with content that go for over an hour at least. You know, you find something like that. You find some way to have content over an hour or more. It's not very easy.
It depends on who it's with.
You have to plan with other people too. You got to plan for your guests. You got to be talking to your your guests that are going to come on and scheduling them and everything. It can get pretty crazy in trying to keep a normal life too.
That it can. Look, do you remember when we were on the Off the Grid? And like we would always try to find lunch, but we would have different meetings, and we would always get lunch, and we would try to get a bite in before the podcast, but we never could. So we would like play a music bit or whatever. We're like, okay, whose turn is it to get like the snack? And we would take turns. And, like, and I'll try to get a couple bites.
I think that's where the whole changing the camera thing. We turned the camera off, and we were doing the cartoon character. That's what I was doing. I was actually trying to eat at the same time. But I'm trying to chew like fast enough to where it's still I can I can have some time to do something off the camera, which is hard to do with a normal life. I guess if we make it like super famous, like Rockstar.
When? Not if. It's not an if. No, there's no question of it happening.
It's a win. It's okay. It's a win.
If you put in the work and you're authentic,
I could agree with that. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. It's gonna be. There's a shift going on. There really is in the music industry. Yeah, there's a big reset, and it's true. Record labels are not going anywhere. That's not true. If you think the record labels going anywhere at all, they're the ones that have the money to put into art, into music, into artists. And I know that this deal is basically like a loan. You know, it's a pretty big loan. $27,000 or $24,000. But it's hard to push a single anymore without $24,000, $25,000 is what my manager says. It just makes sense to me, you know. When he talks, the way he talks about the music industry, he says, you know, you need marketing plans that roll out things. You're paying thousands for ads, you know. But what are you going to do? You could do it yourself. And actually, he said, take that example. Have you ever done that before? Have you ever paid for ads, like Facebook ads, and then got like 10 likes on your post? You know, it's like, what is that? You know, that's not, you can't bet on going viral, you know. You have to keep pushing. You have to. It's. You're not gonna. We're not gonna. Yeah. Are you muted?
There it is.
You're
muted.
muted.
All that off the grid talk, and like we're gonna have some of that, but there's no errors in this building. No. But no, anyways, that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I saw your mouth moving, and I was like, I didn't hear anything, but
like a bad sync audio movie. Remember back in the day, like they have like the old black and white movies, or something like the very first like original Godzilla or something like that, and you try to watch it in the mouth and the audio or the syncing is off.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore. They don't have those issues because they have the IMEI timestamps, the encoding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what I have. I have an IMEI timestamp on this whole thing. They set it up, and it's
you have to do that with in the DAW with usually it's Pro Tools, but it could be a different DAW if they want to use that for processing. But you have to you have to
all the metadata, everything they
locking your SOP. Yes, you do. Lock that SOP in.
I'm rocking
metadata.
With the right crew.
Yep.
Yeah, and rocking with the right crew is cool because they know what to do when it came to even reproducing the beat, bringing mix masters in to reproduce this beat for Stay Out of My Way that's dropping on September 1st, and perfect timing for on the same day on September 1st to be premiering it at his birthday bash. And he said that too. He said this in a message. He really like hit me in my heart when he said this too, because he's like he's talking about like how I've developed like an artist, over the last couple of years. He couldn't believe, and here's what he says. He says, "Hey fam, I just got done reviewing your submission, and I have to say I'm thrilled to let you know that I want you to headline my birthday bash on 9/1/2025. You've been one of my favorite artists for a while now, even if I don't say it often. Your growth over the years has been incredible. It's clear that you're not just making music, but you're really honing your craft." And he knows it's my birthday, when my birthday is. He thinks I'm a Sagittarius though, which I'm on the cusp of, but I'm actually Scorpio. He says, "By the way, my son's birthday is just 2 days after yours on November 21st. With your birthday being November 19th, it's no wonder I think you have that artistic flair. Sagittarius signs are often known for being adventurous, optimistic, full of creativity, which makes for some of the best artists out there." And DJ Khaled is a Sagittarius.
Mm-hmm. Fire signs.
I don't even go with that. I don't even go by horoscope. So he lost me there. Mm-hmm. But what he said before that made
perfect sense. It fits you, yeah.
He just basically said after this, he says, "I absolutely love the lines where you capture that balling energy and show off your energy, the balling energy and show off your moves. You bring such a lively vibe to your performance. Especially those sections just stick with me. And especially how you convey determination and confidence throughout. I want you to perform this exact song at my birthday bash because it resonates so well and will definitely get the crowd hyped." Which, that's really cool to find somebody like who actually believes in you. So I had a couple of deals come at me 2 different ways. I had one offering $50,000 for Atlantic. They want to buy me out. They want to buy out my contract. Even though I'm over budget, I didn't do it because I would have been burning a bridge there. I don't want to burn a bridge with my manager because he's been my guarantor for the 23,000, and they're seeing the numbers because he sells my data. That's what he gets paid from. My manager doesn't get paid for my submissions or anything like that. That goes to pay the A&Rs for the contest. He gets paid from selling my data to record companies. They get paid a lot of money to sell my data, which is basically saying there was 10,000 people would have said 95% fire rating, or he was in the top 10 of over almost 4,000 artists in the DJ Khaled slang contest. You know, it can get real crazy in the artist's mind if you have so much all this going on and you don't have a team behind you. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to, if you're trying to, if you really want to go to the next level in your music industry and you're doing this professionally all the time and going state to state, doing whatever you know on tour, you need a team behind you. Even if that's worldwide, if you start, I wouldn't even say start with worldwide collaboration. Start where you start. It's not even about worldwide collaboration anymore. It's not even about Mark Arlington anymore. It's not about WWC Off the Grid anymore, or the Heather Mariee Show, or the Take Me Away podcast, or Trillion Show. It's not even about Troy Will anymore. It is. It's about you. It's about where are you gonna decide to do, because we're all like a bunch of choices. You know? Every choice that we make takes us to either towards the goal that we're going or away. We can make good choices or bad choices. I wouldn't say I'm perfect. I ain't perfect. I never will be perfect, but I will say that I'm trying to move forward instead of backwards. And iHeart Music Fest sounds like a pretty good way to go. They're going to be interviewing me after that, too. It's sort of mandatory, he said. He made it mandatory to be interviewed after iHeart, after my set. So there's going to be more interviews after that. And we're basically, what we're building up the next two shows is an EPK. That's our main goal. Build up an EPK, which is, you know, if anybody knows what that means, electronic press kit. I built up an EPK of my new music that's actually not rock, and I'm not playing in a rock band. I'm rapping, which I've always done. Like, ever since I was little, I've always loved rap. Never, you know, I'm not too big on country music. I don't see how this rap and the country music is coming together. It doesn't make much sense to me. But it actually is not. It's going to last. So, but I'm excited. Yeah, I'm super excited for the future. I'm super excited for possibilities, more syncs. There was probably $11,000 in sync bills that my manager showed me recently that I could be going for, and he named them all out. And he's very well connected, and it's hard to say, like, no matter even what you do, no matter what you do in life, even if you're not an artist or musician or rapper or whatever, singer, actor, director, and if you don't know somebody, you're not going to get there. It's not about, in life, it's not about what you know or even how good you are. It's literally about who you know and who knows about you or who is with you on this thing. And if you find fans who are with you on this thing, shoot, that could propel you pretty far. All I'm at right now at this point is blowing up the A&R charts from the underground. We underground music. That's one thing that Christopher Lee Cheney will, I think, will agree with in worldwide collaboration.
Absolutely, definitely. Yeah. Did you have anything else that you wanted us to play? Let me see if you actually sent that track in that you wanted me to play. If I received that, yeah, I never got that. So everything that you sent me, the first two tracks, I got, or the first four tracks, the first two emails. But check when you sent me that last email, because the other ones I didn't get, and I've gotten new emails to my primary, like all my email. Las Mas. So I
Yeah.
don't see.
I don't know why it's not sending it. I think it says it's too big.
If it's too big,
I
then that means it has to get you probably it's probably like a Google Drive kind of thing, and then you have to allow me to edit it to be able to download it and play it. Because otherwise, if I could just view it,
we might as well skip. We might as well skip Supremo.
Yeah, we can just skip that. And play
I'm
something.
glad we got at least a chance to say something about it.
We did, yeah. Definitely give the shouts out. Help the family.
Shouts out to him, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I do want to thank.
It is actually sending now. Actually, I think it's sending now.
Is it? Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
I can refresh.
I think it sent it. Let me see. I'm gonna look at my sent. Yeah. No, it didn't send it. I don't know why. It's not.
Is it Mailer Demon or is it Mailer Demon? Is it saying the file too large?
It literally looked like it was going to send it or that it sent it, but it didn't.
Sometimes it'll let you send stuff you're not supposed to send if you kind of glitch it and it'll let you do. And then other times you already know it's not going to send it. Like if it's a second video, you know you're going to either have to email that or you're going to have to do a Google Drive, because if it's over like 30 seconds, you can kind of glitch it and fall and force it sometimes if it's a forward. But if you don't do it a certain way, you're not going to be able to send it over like 30 seconds, just like a little video clip of whatever.
Let me see if I can do it on the computer here. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm sitting in front of the PC and I'm trying to do this on my phone. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, let me see. Hold on. Actually, no, I have it on a flash drive. I don't have it on this computer anymore. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Here we go. Yeah, it didn't send it at all. I mean, I can try it again, but I think this is the third time I've tried to send it.
Yeah, I'll check it one more time. If it's doing that, it's probably too large a file, and we can always play that another time. Do you want to play any of your other songs that you have, like the No Snow or the Choir Boys, before I get out here?
Yeah, no doubt. Choir Boy, is on a lot of the second one. I mean, I just kind of do a short one on the second one, but on this first one, I'm mostly on the track, and he just comes in at the end, just kind of singing with me. So you can kind of hear my singing a little more, you know. I'm singing a little bit more on this. Yeah. I'm trying to do so much, you know, rapping real fast or something like that, you know.
Sometimes it's good to switch it up if you want to, you know.
I do. I switch it up. Yeah, I really do. I switch it up. I kind of make it kind of nice and slow, nice and easy on these next couple of tracks. Yeah.
All right. Well, give me about 10 seconds, and we're gonna be listening to. There it is. We're gonna be listening to Choir Boy. Mama Said.
What you gonna know when I get up on my feet? I ain't got to get the burning when I get up on the street. You ain't gotta throw up any of it sits around me. I'm not what I used to be, I'm a hustler on the scene, but I get up on these beats like a circus going mean. I'm showing on my feet. The game is really clean, cause I stay up in my cleats. And my name is Ricky G, hang nails with a Z. You know what you're thinking, not what you're gonna see, but you know it's gonna live, but the rapper gonna please. And the lyrical business is what I'm gonna be. Never gonna be anyone else but me. Hanging with the fam or hanging with the fiends. I'm fired up in the can like I cook beans. Turn looking, cooking up a magazine. You cooking up again? Then you turn around, but I'm riding, sliding on these rhymes, I'm climbing. Get up on the signs of the time, sometimes I'm turning on the dime 3 times. It was wartime and I saw the crimes exposed and subsiding. Mama's crying, mama's crying, mama's crying, but the baby's dying. Mama's crying.
Mama said there'll be days like this. Control your smiles and cry. Gotta believe me. Control your smiles and cry. Control your smiles and cry. Cops coming for you now, you walking up the plane. Like more than bitch, Mariee ain't even drink. I'll be the same nigga round motherfuckers ain't. Quad boys on do what's going hard in the paint. Quad boys on do what's going hard in the paint. If we get pulled over, can you walk? Cause I can't. 36 got a nigga kinda tall like a tank. Can't get stupid simple, but I'm high up in these ranks. Not hating on little niggas wearing fucking paint. Whooping niggas at the club with my pants increase. Ayy, if you ask him, but then the nigga, I'ma bring beef. You were down there smoking, I'll bust you in the street. So cause the ass nigga gonna take a fucking seat. I'm the dog, catch a homie, put him straight to sleep. Living grand, shit the lane, white, sleep to go creep. I'ma push the door, fucking talk about your feet. So talk about a girl, what you buying us to eat. Now I'm sitting at the dinner, putting gold on my teeth. Get stuck in the mouth, just a rub in the feet. Won't get the bone, she rollin' with me. I'm a thug with the kids, get the love and the cheese. Mama raise a hill, raise a North Star on my bleed. On my north side, nigga, I don't know what this street. But a nigga like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me. I'ma eat, I'ma beat, I'ma eat, beat, eat, beat, eat, beat, eat, beat, eat, beat, eat, beat, eat. When I get back home, baby kids in my face, ass smoking, coming for the niggas down, get shake. If you try to get speed, then you might catch a case off. For a while, then I go and take a bird sweep. All in the winter, have me the drain. When I go through the hood, police bought in the vein. I'm a thug motherfucker, but my bitch still the same. Blood on my enemies, old in the stain. Whipping out hoes with the balls of this crane. Cops coming for your boy, now you walking with the plane. Like more than bitch, Mariee ain't even drink. I'll be the same nigga round motherfuckers ain't. Quad boys on do what's going hard in the paint. If we get pulled over, can you walk? Cause I can't. 36 again and 10 tall like a tank. Can't get stupid secret, but I'm high up in this ranks. Not hating no little niggas wearing fucking paint. Whooping niggas to the club with my pants increase. Whooping niggas at the club with my pants increase. You down there smoking, I'll bust you in the street. Put up up, stay sleep, keep it grass, just a lane white, sleep to go creep. Talk about a girl, what you buying us to eat. Now I'm sitting at the dinner, putting platinum in my tea. Thug with the kids, getting love and the G. Mama raise a hell, raise a North Star on my fleet. I'm a north side nigga, I don't know what this street, but a nigga like me, I'ma eat. Fill out the paper, drive through up at the bank. People stop when I pass just to look at my pain. And it's just a clear code with the mental flake. The crack with the soda drop, lost with no shade. Tryna make sure my kids got enough on their plate. See me grind in the street, my niggas don't hate. Grind in the street, my niggas don't hate. Grind in the street, my niggas don't hate. When I get back home, baby kids in my face, and mocha come up on the niggas down, get shake. If you try to get big, then you might get your case all hustle for a while, then I go and take a break.
What you gonna know when I get up on my feet? I ain't got to get the burning when I get up on the street. You ain't gotta throw up any ever since around me. I'm not what I used to be, what I used to be. I'm a hustler on the scene, but I get up on these beats like a circus going mean. I'm showing on my beats. The game is really clean, cause I stay up in my cleats. And my name is Ricky G, hang nails with a Z. You know what you're thinking, like what you're gonna see. But you know it's gonna live with the rapper gonna please. And the lyrical business is what I'm gonna be. Never gonna be anyone else but me. Hanging with the fam or hanging with the beans. I'm fired up in the can like I cook beans. Then you turn looking cooking up a magazine. You cooking up again? Then you turn around when I'm riding, sliding on these rhymes, I'm climbing. Get up on the signs of the time, sometimes I'm turning on the dime. 3 times it was wartime and I saw the crimes exposed and subsiding. And mama's crying, mama's crying, mama's crying, when the baby's dying. Mama's crying.
Mama said there'll be days like this. Control your smiles and cry. Gotta believe me. Control your smiles and cry. Control your smiles and cry. Cops coming for you, now you walking up the plane. Like more than bitch, Mariee ain't even drink. I'll be the same nigga round motherfuckers ain't. Quad boys on Lewis going hard in the paint. Quad boys on Lewis going hard in the paint. If we get pulled over, can you walk? Cause I can't. 36 got a nigga kinda tall like a tank. Can't get stupid simple, but I'm high up in these ranks. Not hating on little niggas wearing fucking paint. Whooping niggas at the club with my pants they crease. Ayy, if you ask him, but then the nigga, I'ma bring beef. You were down there smoking, I'll bust you in the street. So guess the ad nigga gonna take a fucking seat. I'm the dog, catch a homie, put him straight to sleep. Here we grind, shoot the lane, while you sleep to go creep. I'ma push the door, fuck a talk about your feet. So talk about a girl, what you buying us to eat. Now I'm sitting at the dinner, putting gold on my teeth. Get stuck in the mouth, just a rub in the feet. Won't get the bone, she rollin' with me. I'm a thug with the kids, that love and the cheese. Mama raise a hell, raise a North Star on my bleed. On my north side, nigga, I don't know what this street. But a nigga like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me. I'ma eat, I'ma beat, I'ma eat, beat, eat, beat, eat, beat, eat, beat, eat, beat, eat, beat, eat. When I get back home, baby kids in my face, ass smoking, come up for the niggas down, get shake. If you try to get big, then you might get your case off. For a while, then I go and take a bird tree, fall in the winter, have me to drain. When I grew through the hood, police bought in the vein. I'm a thug motherfucker, but my bitch still the same. Blood on my enemies, old in the stain. Whipping out hoes with the balls in his crane. Cops coming for your boy, now you walking with the plane. Like more than bitch, Mary Jane, even Drake. I'll be the same nigga round motherfuckers ain't. Quad boys on Lewis going hard in the paint. If we get pulled over, can you walk? Cause I can't. 36 again and 10 tall like a tank. Can't get stupid secret, but I'm high up in this ranks. Not hating no little niggas wearing fucking paint. Whooping niggas to the club with my pants increase. Whooping niggas to the club with my pants increase. Get down there, smoke, I'll bust you in the street. When I'm up, stay sleep, keep a grass, just a lane, while you sleep to go creep. Talk about a girl, what you buying us to eat. Now I'm sitting at the dinner, putting platinum in my teeth. Thug with the kids, they love and the G. Mama raise a hell, raise a North Star on my fleet. I'm a north side nigga, I don't know what this street, but a nigga like me, I'ma eat. Fill out the paper, drive through up at the bank. People stop when I pass just to look at my pain. And it's just a clear code with the mental flake. With the crack, with the soda drop, lost with no shade. Tryna make sure my kids got enough on their plate. See me grind in the street, my niggas don't hate. Grind in the street, my niggas don't hate. Grind in the street, my niggas don't hate. When I get back home, baby kids in my face, and mocha come up on the niggas down, get shake. If you try to get big, then you might get your case off. Hustle for a while, then they go and take a break.
What you gonna?
Hey. So it definitely cycled. We kind of played it like it was like cycling in. So we definitely played it like a second time. But hey, man,
we played it twice.
North side.
I can listen to that one over. Yeah.
We got your peoples represent North side, so
that's my boy, Choir Boy. I should have had him on. If I could get him on the show, that'd be dope. But he's
just hit me up and just invite me. You know the number, so just hit me.
Oh no! This one's deep in it. This one's deep, and he's a Hoover. Who's Hoover? 57th Street Hoover. That I know. He was at my home studio. Yeah, he's on the street right now. So, or last I knew.
I mean, we do interview street artists. We interview artists.
He's a cousin of mine.
Okay.
And he hits the end of this other track. He kind of comes in singing on the end of this other track. And that's why I think I need to replace it. I need to replace him off the end of this other track. But for some reason, I don't want to. I literally don't want to. Actually, I know not for some reason because I love to hear his voice. Him and I we freestyle together on the street corner even. you know. So like I get his flow. I really like his cadence and his flow when he's spitting. And they call him Choir Boy. They've always called him Choir Boy. I actually knew him when I was 15. When after my parents kicked me out, I was on the street at 15.
That's rough.
And it's pretty rough. Like even you talk about like Tulsa, Oklahoma. You think like it's right in the middle of the prairie or whatever, but no, it's we right here in the hood where the hood started. Thought 1921's massacres, of Black Wall Street started the game. You know what I'm saying? And so we are very urbanized in Tulsa, where the rest of Oklahoma is not looking like that, but and we actually gotten worse in crime rates, because we got to be one of the worst states in crime because of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I never got down with that. I never did have to do that. I was just always I'm white boy from the hood, just put it that way.
Maybe we can bring back Wall Street.
I grew up freestyling, beatboxing, freestyling. I used to do b-boy breaking.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I used to b-boy, and when I was really young, when I was pretty young, even I started doing it. Which is pretty much the culture of where I grew up. So, and I'm glad I found a girlfriend, even though she's not grown up in that culture. She accepts me like that. So, and how people accept me, I know I'm different. I'm like, my music is quite a bit different. This next track is like really different because I made the beat on this next one. So this next one's more like a kind of like a rolling song, like rolling down the street type thing. But the instrumental is crazy how I put it together. And Choir Boy's hitting at the end with me, so we're kind of in unison at the end, which made it pretty dope. But yeah. Is your mic off again?
Loading. Well, actually, I was going to say I'm loading it right now. So hold on 1 second. We're going to go ahead and load this last one. And actually, so is this the original version or is this a different version?
This is the original version.
So I remember this one also. So this is one of the first.
What does it say? Hold on.
It's the snow song.
Yeah, what all does it say? Can you see all of it?
Hold on. It says no snow with hangnails in Choir Boy.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, it's been so long ago. Like when I first met you, like these are the first songs I actually heard.
when I sent you this.
These are your very first songs of yours that you ever played for me. These songs. So it to me, it's kind of appropriate because it's been almost a year, a 360.
Happy 1 year.
And we're starting over again. And now it's like, but obviously we made the 360, so now it's like progressed. And we're coming up
to progress.
We're leveling up
too. Like beginning of the year is time to grind, and then by sometime it's time to tour. I've got to get at least a little tour in or something.
Well, it's almost the last quarter. I mean, like September hits.
Oh, I know. I'm late coming into tour.
But that's okay because it gives you a little momentum. You're like on the last half, like the second quarter or the third quarter. And then we've got that last quarter, so it's good. You're losing all that, but it does help. Like I'm saying, it does help though.
Yeah, you're right.
It definitely does. And we've got your track ready for you, so let's go ahead and play No Snow with Hangnails and Choir Boy.
Shining like gold, shining like gold, shining like gold. Oh, shining like gold, shining like gold, shining like gold. Oh, got my gold on, but it was a cold one. Christmas was snow, a dynamo show, but we still gon' flow to my Astro, and you can't know what I've been through. In the dead zone, I'ma go on, so I won't fall for no more calls till the saints come, and we all done, but it won't run. So you best jump up on one or the other. I'ma front, I'ma do you right, I'ma show the light, whip it up tight on these cold streets tonight. Time to get inside, the bang with the bite, the hip with the height. And watch you bring the fight. I sit back inside, cause I don't know why. You can't see eye to eye, but I'm not trying to hide, cause that's what colors pride. But so humble I still look for alibis, and it should be to the skies, but I don't see how high and through the wire. One day I'ma fly, one day I'll do alright. When this world is dry, no one can sell a buy. Back then I'll never die, but when it's my time, bear me a God shot, Super Saiyan style, it's my time to shine. Shining like gold, shining like gold, shining like gold. Oh, shining like gold, shining like gold, shining like gold. Oh, had my roll on, but it was told on me, and I sold on it, but it was me fully, up against the bully, it be some old woolly, but I shine so sunny, and it be so funny, I had to run it. It was his upcoming, or just me living. I am so giving. Attack on these lyrics, and it's in the spirit. That's where you hear it. Cease to change it, breathe to blame me, but don't shame me, no. The life had to go, the stones had to grow, waters had to flow. Act like you didn't know, then tie it with the bow. But before you go, why not just let me show how God brings us home to those streets of gold. Shining like gold, shining like gold, shining like gold. Oh, shining like gold, shining like gold, shining like gold. Oh, shining like gold, gold. Shining like gold, gold, shining, shining like gold. Shining like gold, shining like gold, shining like gold, shining like gold, 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 shining like gold, 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 shining like gold, gold,
That's Choir Boy.
There it is. There it is. Hey, all right.
Yeah. You
Well,
can check most of my stuff's on SoundCloud. If you go to soundcloud.com/hangnails with a Z, you can find me easy. Like I said, there's some old tracks on there. All of them are a little bit old now, since I've been focused more on other people's music with the podcasting and stuff like that. We've been, interviewing other people more than myself, and really keeping some stuff under wraps. So yeah, Midwest Kid was like, yeah, I'm collabing. We are collabing. I'll confirm that for Midwest Kid too. It's like, yeah, we're working on a joint kind of thing going on, joint album thing going on, which is turning out pretty dope. We're working at it, and we're gonna keep moving forward. I don't think it's gonna stop.
Absolutely. I see the family still running up in the comments. I shout out WWC fam in the building. We've got Anthony Cunningham, aka Munch Team, in the building. Let's run it up.
Munch Team in the building. Anthony Cunningham, what's up?
Danny Russ is still in there with us in the building. We love the family members He said he's been working on a lot of music with you, Ninja. So I can't wait to see what's in store for the works. We see
Yeah, no
definitely
doubt.
appreciate the support from all the family members. It was a really good show. We really appreciate having you on. Of course, you know you are always welcome here, Ninja. We're so glad that you're doing things in the business, doing things with your music, movies, sync, all these many great things. We can't wait
Breaking
to see
out.
iHeartRadio performance. And we're gonna go ahead and take this show out. It's been a great show, and we're so thankful for that. So we'll catch us this time next week at the Heavenly Show. Actually, be a little bit earlier because we were running a little bit behind today. My son finally came home from the hospital, so all you prayer warriors that were out there praying for my son, we did show up and show off for sickle cell, and he made it home tonight. So that's why we're a little bit delayed. But you know, all many peace and blessings out there, and we really appreciate all the love and support. And we will see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.